well, today's Monday. We are back in Camino with the kids, spending some time out here. That's pretty awesome, right? So, today talked a little bit about our website, started making connections with some stuff that's coming in the works with the partnership. I got to reach out from a friend. These things are coming together. I'm starting to adopt CRM software. I think I'm using this You Don't Need a CRM.io. Just because I don't need it complicated. I just need to track all the leads. There's a lot of stuff coming together, and we're starting to refine and kind of figure out what that final narrative is going to be. I think business-wise, I'm starting to feel very optimistic and positive. There's lots of possibilities. I think as people realize that this world is not going to come back to the way it used to be, there's the potential of just imagining new ways of doing work. And for me, that's exciting. I'm going to dabble around different tools. I'm playing around with Mural for whiteboard. But I also want to start playing around with some streaming software to play with just streaming live interactive video and simulating kind of real-world experience, but just in a digital form. You're sitting in front of a screen all day, but so how do we make it fun and engaging? And so I think some concepts I'm thinking in my mind right now is I sit down for 2 hours and I watch a movie, no problem. Why can't I do the same thing with a web conference? Because it's really dull and boring and not very engaging. And so if we can bring elements of entertainment into our work, then I think we can change it. So I think David Perel on the internet has basically said that the future of education is entertainment and the educational space. And so we have instructional designers that make really boring, dull stuff for adult learning, but they're not entertainers, and that's the missing component. So I'm going to start tackling around with that piece and see if we can bring entertainment into the business world. All right. This is what working from home looks like. It's a nice sunny day here. Lots of really cool stuff happening very soon, so stay tuned, hang in there. I think it's important to focus on mental health, and so in the mail, hopefully tomorrow, I got a Muse. It's like a biofeedback device. I've just been focusing on meditation while I'm up here, and I also want to bring that offering out to more people. Just share that practice, because it's always the answer, mindfulness. Hey there, welcome. This is a kind of interesting, unique video. I'm going to treat this as a vlog because I got a couple interesting topics I want to run through today, including a office share update, continuing to refine the space, and want to play around a little bit. I think last time we talked about down here I have the Rodecaster Pro, and let's play around with my different audio options that I have on the table right now. Right now I am recording with the Rode Wireless Go. So what that lets me do is pick up, put the headset down, I can walk around, and then I can switch over here and move. So I have my camera just mounted up on this space over here, and it's letting me walk around in the space and to continue to have pretty good audio. This camera's mounted, and I'll show you how that mount works in a little bit as we switch over to the studio tour. But for now, let's go through audio. So I'm going to put on my monitoring headset so I can hear audio. This is coming from the Rode Wireless Go. Now, if I don't want to walk around and I want to have a little bit better audio, I do have the Rode NTG 4 Plus, I think it's sitting up there. It's a shotgun mic, and so let's switch over to that one. All right, I'm increasing the levels and volume, fading in. This is now the Rode NTG 4 Plus. It is a shotgun mic, and it's sitting in a blimp up there. The blimp is really more for outdoor usage. The benefit of this is all the mics are now out of frame. I can talk like this without my headset. And now I'm talking into the camera here, and you're getting pretty good audio. The only problem is when I type, you are hearing my typing quite a bit. And also I think when on my computer, the fan's running, it creates just a little bit of echo. That's just the downside of using a shotgun mic for that purpose. And so if I want the best, more booming type audio, I'm going to switch over to my Electro Voice RE20. This is a podcast broadcast mic. All right, and this is now the Rode Electro Voice RE20. It is a dynamic microphone, broadcast style microphone. They use it in radio stations. It has pretty good rejection, so if I talk outside here, you can't hear anything. But if I get myself really close, it gets really good quality audio. I have a lot of noise in this space, especially from outdoors. Everyone's working from home, lots of construction projects going on. And so if I switch to this, it gives me much superior audio. Now over here, I do have a second microphone. This is the Shure SM58. I use this as my second guest. So when I have someone here, I will switch over. And now I'm talking in the Shure SM58. This is also a dynamic microphone. It's being powered by the Rodecaster Pro. And I use this when I am recording a guest podcast. We'll have two seats over here at my desk, and that lets us record just in-person podcasting recordings. I'm going to switch back to the RE20, and switching back to RE20, and I'm switching back and forth to give you a sense on what you can expect in terms of audio quality from these different devices. It's probably time for me to switch over for you to get a little bit of a desk studio tour so you can see behind the scenes. I'm going to switch back to the wireless mic so I can move around and make sure I get pretty good audio as I do the walkabout. And I'm switching back. The only downside of this wireless mic is it's picking up a little bit of interference, but let me know if it's acceptable media. Now I'm going to switch over to this camera here, and I'm going to unmount it and show you how it's currently mounted. I'm using this. This is a Manfrotto super clamp, and it's clamped to a pipe, and this pipe is typically used for towel hangers. But I got the super clamp. It goes to this little spigot. This goes to a tripod extension and a ball head. That's how I'm mounting it there. And the cool thing about this is I can now use this to rotate around the space and get an angle from this angle. So if I'm here, I can get just images from this angle over here. So let's switch over to the desk tour. This is what it looks like when I'm sitting down at the desk. I have my MacBook Pro on the left, a external monitor on the right. I do have a rotor light acting as my primary light here. I'm going to eventually get a better solution. But there's the boom arm that's sitting up there. The boom mic, shotgun mic, is on a boom stand and a boom arm. And that acts as, if I want everything out of frame, have a clean frame. Now, for the most part, whenever I can, I will use just my RE20 here. And stepping back a little bit more, I did get this pretty cool, nice vintage looking chair. and I'm working on some cable management down there. There's quite a bit of cables running around everywhere. Here's the Rodecaster Pro that's sitting there. I am getting the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro that will eventually sit here so I can switch different sources and do live streams. But for now, it's still in back order and I'm waiting for it. And so let me just crash this back. And we'll switch back and play around with another recording. I'm doing a multicam setup, and so let me switch to my better mic. Okay, so now I'm back using my Electro Voice RE20. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of recording, training, live conferencing in this space, and so I just needed to have a command center, if you will, different audio solutions on demand. I like being able to just mount, clamp things onto pipes and bars throughout the space. And so that's just been my go-to approach for kind of creating this work from home space. Now, in order to create these multi-cameras, what I'm doing is I'm recording that camera, and they are both being used at the same time. So they're recording, I'm recording audio here, the three videos, so video 1, video 2, plus the audio file gets synced up in Final Cut Pro, and then I do a multicam edit to kind of create this little space. Now today I want to share a little gadget I got recently. This is the Muse S. It is a meditation device. It senses brain waves, heart rate, and a number of other pieces. So let me put it on first. So when I have this on, what's it's doing, it has a sensor here, it has a sensor on the ears, it's sensing, I believe, heart rate, brain waves, and I'm using it as a meditation practice. In this pandemic, with the racism that's happening in the country right now, there's quite a bit of stress on my part, and I'm working on a meditation practice. And so this is just biofeedback. It's giving me a signal as I'm meditating on whether I am doing well or not. And I think today I tried it on, and it plays a forest sound. So the more busy your brain is, the more sound it creates. And my brain is very busy. It's really hard for me to get it quiet. And so that's something I'm going to be working on. Definitely, I think I'm going to play around with this a little bit more before I do a tutorial and a walkthrough on some of my meditation practice. I have the Calm app on my iPhone that I have been using for a while, but I'm looking for something that's giving me some of that biofeedback as I'm doing this work. Hey, thanks for joining. I know this channel's kind of been slow, but I'm going to try to continue to keep it going. And again, I appreciate it. We're up to 112 subscribers, and so if you like this and if you want to engage more in this type of content, give me a like, tag a friend, share this channel. I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, it's Friday. I'm catching up on a lot of things. Got a couple of work projects, had a couple calls. I'm at my desk, which is now the permit station here. Pretty happy with how the setup's working. Just a few tweaks here and there. That monitor mount is not very secure, so I'm going to get a desk mount instead because I can't find the stud behind the wall. think it's framed 24 inches on center, and it's some weird, funky framing. Let's see. I'm going to focus on getting healthy and fit this weekend. I got a meditation device. I think it's in the room over there. I'm going to be working on that. Had a nice week just away with the kids, and the weather's turning nice. I think the reality is just accepting the fact that this pandemic is not going away anytime soon. And I think there's a rush to get to phase 2, 3, 4, and whatever it is. Like, the reality is, like, it's not good. I mean, I'm not going to go out in a limited capacity and wear a mask. And that world is not coming back anytime soon. And so just accepting that fact, and I'm going to use what I got to create some high quality content, create some meaningful work, restructure life, restructure finances, restructure everything. I think just rethinking how everything is done, and just living in this new world, and it's okay. It's good. I'm glad to have this time to work on mindfulness. I think what I learned yesterday, putting on that meditation device, it's called Muse, and it measures brain waves, is that my brain is just constantly active, and I need to work on quieting that down, and that's important. I continue to build out this product that I'm working on. I think just sharing what I learned and sharing it with the world, and giving access to more people, so I'm excited about that. Got my portfolio put together under a new site. What is that new site? I gotta figure out where. Oh, it's portfolio.danielhuang.com. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more, and hoping to help more people in that space. There's a lot of directions where this business is gonna head, and I'm not exactly sure yet, and that's part of the fun. So really enjoying playing around with just equipment and what I have here in the space and making it a creative space. This weekend we're going to do some construction projects, and just really enjoying it. Hey, I hope you are enjoying this journey, coming along with me in this as well. If you are, and if you're interested, if you're listening to this and you haven't signed up yet, sign up for the membership. Go to 1980.io. That is where I'm building out this membership site. It's giving me an exclusive club and building exclusive content for that group. So I will see you next week.